Alright. Hey guys, I'm gonna just make this video going over the trucking job and how to set up your passive income. Um, it's a really good way to just get free money as you're RPing in the city. So I'm gonna basically go over how to set that up, and then I'll dive in a little bit on the trucking job itself. First thing you're gonna want to do is come down to 941 and go to the trucking logistics. Don't go down here, as that is the dealership for the trucks. I'll get into that in a second. So you'll walk in this garage, and you'll go ahead and third eye the laptop, open the dashboard. What you're going to want to do is basically go down to bank. You don't need to worry with this job, you don't need to worry about carrying cash. It'll go directly out of your bank account. So what you would do is you deposit about $30,000. You can do more if you want, but I recommend depositing 30,000, and I'll go over why in a minute. And that'll come straight out of your bank. If you choose to withdraw money later on, that'll go straight into your bank and won't go into your pockets as cash, which is good. So once you do that, you're going to want to go to your dealership. And as you can see, the trucks are locked by your level, which I'll show you in a minute. So you can only buy one truck at level 1, which is this semi. Doesn't really matter, basically starting out. But obviously the better trucks you have, the more money you'll make. So once you buy the truck, you're going to go down to recruitment agency. And I always recommend people hiring the drivers that have the most on-time delivery and basically either valuable cargo or fragile cargo. Don't really need to worry about distance too much, given the fact that it'll give you money, or the driver will complete a job every, I think it's 15 to 20 minutes. And you'll see it pop up as you're playing the game up in the top right hand corner of your screen when your driver completes a job and how much money you make. So currently with this driver, her on-time delivery is 5. I'm not sure if 5 is the max. 6 is the max. So her on-time delivery is 5, fragile cargo is 5, and valuable cargo is 5. Her product type is also 4. I didn't really care about distance that much. So just basically go through your drivers. They will reset. I think it's every like 5 to 10 minutes. So if you find one or if you can't find one on the page that you have, just wait 5 or 10 minutes and come back and take a look. It'll refresh itself and have different drivers with different stats. The drivers cost between 4,000, 2,000 and 4,000, as you can see here. And the truck itself costs 25K, the startup truck. That's why I suggest depositing 30,000. So once you hire your driver, under drivers, you'll see him here, and then you'll basically it'll look like this once you have the driver. So basically you just hit this box, select your truck. You'll start out with full fuel. You will need to refuel this manually. It doesn't do it automatically. So to refuel it, you basically just click that after clicking those 3 buttons. And then you're good to go. A full tank of fuel, I'm pretty sure it lasts like 4 to 5 hours. So you don't need to constantly come down here every hour to check on it. Every 3 hours I usually check on it to see how it's doing. That'll come straight out of the money you have in your account within the job, so you don't need to worry about it taking out of your bank. So yeah, once you have that, you're good to go. Your passive income will start. Like I said, every 15 to 20 minutes you should see something in the top right hand corner of when your driver completes a job. Now to dive into oh, and also all your money that you earn from this job, it will basically just deposit straight into the bank here. Alright, and then if you want to take money out later on, you can, just by withdrawing money. So it went straight to my bank. This just shows basically your level, your skills, how many trucks you have, how many drivers you have, your distance, stuff like that. Just basic schematics on your progress. But just to dive in a little bit on how to like physically do the jobs. When you start out, you got two options. You can either do one of these quick jobs, where the job will give you a truck to use, and you are limited on the amount of distance you can do, as well as these jobs here. So if you don't have your skills leveled up, see, I only have distance right now, because I don't have, you know, valuable cargo, fragile stuff like that. I can't do jobs like that involve explosives and valuable and fragile cargo, if that makes sense. I'm all, you know, before I was level 1 and didn't have 1 point in the distance, I was also limited to doing jobs that were less than 6.5 kilometers. So I just basically started out doing these quick jobs. Eventually I will buy another truck. I'll get into this page in a minute, but I just start out doing the quick jobs. I'm able to do up to 6.5 kilometers. Sometimes it'll give you a kilometer or two extra, just depending on the job. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you start the job, truck basically spawns back here with the trailer. You'll get in the truck, you'll hook the trailer up to the truck, and then it gives you a route to follow, and then it'll mark an area for you to park the truck. You don't need to follow the route it gives you. You can always do your own route as long as you basically end at the point where you need to drop the load. So then freight jobs, these all involve using your own trucks. So unfortunately, because I have this truck here already working, I can't use that truck on one of these. I need to buy an additional truck. But same thing goes with the skills, excuse me. You know, I could do this job here because it's below the 6.5 kilometer requirement, and there's no you know, specific cargo type involved. Keep in mind though, when you are transporting cargo, if the trailer gets damaged, it does deduct money and XP that you earn. So you do want to be careful when you're driving. The rest of this, it's pretty self-explanatory. I haven't really dabbled much into trucking parties at all, so I don't know much about this. But, you know, when you're not doing construction, stuff like that, you know, I'd recommend doing some trucking. It's a good way to make some money. But yeah, other than that, I definitely recommend just setting this up, because it's basically free money, and who doesn't like free money, right? If anyone has any questions about this job, you know, leave a comment or shoot me a message on Discord. Alright, thanks for watching.